icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Jansen's Heating and Air is the home of Dr. Comfort, focusing on customer care for heating and air conditioning across Central Illinois for some 35 years. Find out their services, specials, and coupons by clicking their icon on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM. And you're listening to the WTIM morning show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and we turn our attention now to the Master Gardeners of the University of Illinois Extension, and I've got two of them with me. I'll introduce each of them one at a time so you can put a voice to a name. Appearing on the WTIM morning show for the first time since I started hosting it is Sandy Klein. Sandy, thanks for joining me.
Oh, you're welcome. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to meet you as well. And the other guest, as we've spoken plenty of times previously, Gwen Podesky. Gwen,
right,
thank you for
right,
coming on.
yes. Here again, like a bad penny turning up.
Yes, that's right, and it's good to have you on as well. Now, you folks are getting busy with the with the weather warming up, and you've got your plant sale coming up. Tell our listeners a little bit about that.
Okay, well, we have an annual plant sale. It's held at the Extension office. We have started to hold that plant sale in the building behind the extension office, so that it's kind of out of the wind and out of the rain and everything else that might come along that day. So anyway, but we will be selling a variety of perennials, some herbs. Usually my Katie manages to provide a few trees, so we might have trees. We do not sell annuals for the most part, and we do not usually sell vegetable transplants like tomatoes and peppers and those types of things. Those are not on our list. I know the high school still does some selling of that, but we hosted on the first Saturday of May, which this year will be May 2nd, I believe. Am I right, Sandy?
Yes.
May 2nd.
Okay. And it's we start at 9:00 and we will sell until sold out. And usually the first 20 minutes of that sale are very busy. So, and I believe we will also have a credit card machine reader there this year, so that kind of helps people who may not be carrying cash. So
okay,
but we're getting ready. We've got a busy next week and a half or so getting plants dug up from various locations. So we'll be hitting up some gardens of our own, and we'll also invite people.
We'll have a few house plants also.
Oh, okay. I forgot about the house plants, right?
As well as the perennials for the out of doors, but we'll have a few house plants. Not a lot, but
okay. But we would also invite people who may be working in their garden already, and perhaps they've got too many irises or hostas or whatever they've got. We would be glad to take those. And so if you'd like to donate those, you can call 287-7246 and make an arrangement to drop those off sometime before. We would like to have them before Friday, May 1st, because that's the day when we label and price and set the plants up as we do that.
All right, so a lot going on there with the Master Gardeners and the plant sale. So you mentioned some of the plants that you would have there, right? The perennials and the house plants and all of that. From past years, what have been some of the more popular plants that you've had on hand that you've sold? What's that been like?
Oh, hostas,
yeah.
We can't have enough hostas,
right? Because people are always looking for a shade garden plant. It's pretty tough, pretty versatile, except for full sun, but it's a great plant, looks great all year long. So that's kind of one of those plants that are very popular, and usually they sell fastest. Those are what are going to sell the most.
You said the first 20. You said the first 20 minutes are.
That's what we meant.
That's
really what we meant.
Yeah, first 20 minutes. Do you? So like when you get there, are there people lining up out the door?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. There are people lining up at the door.
They come before we're open,
and then they'll scope it and try to can I set that aside? And so we just ask our customers to be respectful and give everybody a chance. there's going to be some great stuff there. The nice thing, the big advantage to this is these plants are grown in gardens locally. They're not subject to greenhouse
Bugs.
picking and greenhouse bugs too. But these are things that have performed well in this area.
They're established in our gardens already.
Right.
So
Yes.
Yeah, so familiar favorites are going to be on hand at the plant sale.
And ones that are easy, I think, relatively easy to grow. The nice thing about, one of the good things, one of the big benefits of our sale is we're also there to talk with the people as they buy things, because they always come with questions. Will this do well? This is my site, or this is some of the conditions. And we're glad to share that information, because that's really what we're all about. The plant sale proceeds benefit our continuing education efforts. So what we are able to do and provide either at the help desk or the farmers market, or, on just general programs and things, that's what this, and we've done a great job, I think, with like the library at the extension office that the help desk staff uses is really I feel a very good place to look out for information you need.
Yeah, and it sounds like, so you've got the plant sale. You'll obviously have the plants there, and then folks will be able to ask questions, and who better to ask those questions to than, of course, the master gardeners at the University of Illinois Extension. So plant sale coming up then Saturday, May 2nd, and it starts at 9. You said
Starts at 9, and it's in the building behind the extension office at 1120 North Webster.
Yeah, so right at the extension office, which makes sense there. So
yeah, we're close to the Vision Way Christian Church, if anybody knows where that's at.
Okay. So
and the Palomino Club, I guess, is out there.
Yep, that's right. So so plenty around there that folks will be aware about. Yeah, there you go. Any final thoughts to share about the plant sale before we move on?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
we've
Like I
covered-
said, the only thing, also be prepared. These plants, again, one of the things about plants in traditional nursery settings is they've been grown in greenhouses, and so they may be blooming. Ours may not be blooming. We try very hard to share with people what they're going to look like, how tall they're going to be, what color, what season of the year they're going to bloom, but they may not be. But the other nice thing is we never price anything over $5.
Okay, so it sounds like rather inexpensive buys there, depending on what folks' budgets are, and I think it's good that you kind of mentioned where they're at, because people, I'm sure, would want to know kind of what the potential is still, for that given plant. Is there typically a whole lot of variation in what stages of like bloom those plants are in terms of
they're mostly not going to be
They're
in bloom.
not-
They're
Okay.
usually not.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, there
not.
are very few of them that will be, but they will. Like I said, we will make every effort to let you know what they look like.
Yeah,
We've
what
got,
color they are.
the wonderful thing about it is these things.
Yep, smart.
You can always Google Lens it and
Yeah.
or Google
see
it
what
and
color
ask
it
what
is
color
and-
it is.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, so the internet knows plenty, but so too do the master gardeners, such as Sandy Klein and Gwen Podesky, who joined me here on the WTIM Morning Show. We're actually just about halfway through the interview, so let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about a lot of other things going on with the master gardeners in the University of Illinois Extension. That'll all be coming up right here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Tornado baseball and softball, plus playoff games, are on New Country 104.1 this spring. Tune in or listen to the live audio stream of select baseball and softball games, plus playoffs of both teams. Brought to you by
the Taylorville Community Credit Union, the Christian County YMCA, Rural Rentals, and Scooters Coffee.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today.
I'm Will Perkins, President and CEO of Taylorville Community Credit Union. TCCU is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Hart Media Group Community Spotlight, allowing a different nonprofit organization to be highlighted on WTIM, WMKR, and WRAN each month.
Summer is calling at Camp Widgewagon, located right on Lake Springfield. Enjoy days filled with rock wall climbing, swimming, canoeing, and making lifelong friends in a space where every girl can be herself. From archery to arts and crafts, the fun starts here. And the best part, camp is open to all girls. You don't have to be a Girl Scout to join the fun, so bring a friend and let's make some memories. Want to keep the adventure going all year long? Now is the perfect time to become a Girl Scout. Visit getyourgirlpower.org to register for camp or start your Girl Scout journey.
TCCU is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Heart Media Group Community Spotlight. Come join us. You'll wonder why you waited. Member NCUA.
Hi everyone, Nicole Patrick here, your local country financial representative at 1305 West Bresser in Taylorville. I'm proud to recognize the Tornado student athletes that represent our community by being the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. During Tornado Sports broadcasts this school year, WTIM announcers will select a player at the end of each game who will receive a certificate for being named our Player of the Game. Good luck to all the teams this season, and go Tornadoes!
Dangers in modern farming aren't only physical. Today, economic pressures, long hours, isolation, and other stress factors can weigh heavily on an operator's mental health. If you need help, seek help. Today and every day in 2026, remember, safe farming begins with you.
Brought to you by Lily Signs, 2227 West Spresser Street in Taylorville. Quality custom signs, banners, custom laser engraving, final car graphics, and more.
Whether coming from a hospital stay or just need a little help, Taylorville Care Center's personalized therapy program can get you up and going. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
I'm Brandy Bruley, Superintendent of Taylorville Schools. We prepare every student for success because Taylorville schools are A+. Our new Fine Arts Center is moving forward, bringing big opportunities for our kids and our community. Learn more at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and go Tornadoes.
WTIM.
You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first and landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I continue my conversation with the Master Gardeners from the University of Illinois Extension, Sandy Klein and Gwen Podesky. We spent the first segment talking about the plant sale happening on May 2nd in the morning at in the back part of the University of Illinois Extension office in Taylorville. There's a lot of other things going on with you folks, though. You're going to be back at the farmers markets in Taylorville this summer. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, we have a couple of times a month in this from May through August. We will Mike Haiti is the captain of our farmers market ship, and he will have the tent. We're usually under a big bright orange tent that says Extension on it, and we're there to meet and greet the public, talk about gardening, answer questions. We've got tons of handouts. It's one of our places that we hand out information about gardening in your life and in your garden. So it's a good opportunity. The first date is
Mention this.
May 9th.
We have a new pamphlet. We have a new
pamphlet. Yeah, and we do have a new pamphlet that's going to be out. It's called Horticulture for Wellness. And it's got just information on both wellness of nature and wellness of yourself, because gardening is a very healthful activity. It helps with lots of things. And we try to encourage people to do things like, adapt their garden as they age, look for tools that are comfortable for them to use, consider raised beds if they're having trouble bending over and stuff. So we've got lots of information, and those types of things will be there. I did a program on Saturday for the local Peter Meyer chapter of the DAR, and I did it on pollinators, and there are going to be lots of handouts on that as well, on herbs as pollinators, on native plants as pollinators. So we've got lots of information that Mike will be dispensing and making available.
Okay.
And this year we're trying to start a program on, he's wanting us to each contribute a couple of recipes a month based on produce from the garden, so that we can have them produced in card form, and people can stop by and pick up one of those.
Okay, so so a lot of information being given out there, and you said those will all be in those pamphlets, like what you showed just now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
nice. So a lot of information there, and folks there to answer your questions. Will you have plants for sale as well?
The first that May 9th, if we have anything left from the plant sale, we usually take it up there, but we don't often have a lot left.
Oh,
so
okay, all right.
it's-
So
but from then on, no, we don't. We're only allowed one by the university. We're only allowed one plant sale per year.
oh, okay, all right.
So, yeah.
So there you go. Didn't know there was that regulation in it, but no, good that you folks will be at the farmers market. I'll try to check it out myself on May 9th and the 23rd. I'll be out of town for the last one, but other than that, you'll
and then
you'll
we'll
have
be there there are going to be dates in June, July, and August yet.
Okay.
I don't have those right at hand, but we do have dates set for that.
Okay, so
big orange tent.
Big orange tent. Look for the orange tent at the Taylorville farmers markets this summer. So you've got the farmers markets. You had mentioned back in the first segment your help desk, which it sounds like is going to be coming back into effect. Talk a little bit about how folks can reach the help desk and what they can expect.
Well, the help desk is starting May the 7th. It'll be held every Thursday from 9 to 11. And the telephone number is, they just call or they can come in, walk in to the extension, bring samples if they can. If they see a bug on a plant that they don't know what it is and the plant's all chewed up, then bring in the samples so that we can look at it and see what's going on.
It's usually good with the plant samples to kind of try to put them, we like dry, but in a Ziploc bag closed up so that they don't dry out, and then it becomes very difficult to tell what was ever wrong with it or right with it.
So we'll start the help desk in May, along with our farmers market starts in May also. But the help desk is held every Thursday morning. Someone is there to answer questions for those 2 hours, 9 to 11.
All right. So April showers bring the master gardeners and all of their help in terms of the plant sale, the farmers market, and also the help desk, as you heard just there. We've got a little less than 3 minutes to go, and I'd love to give you folks some time to talk about the photography program that's going to be coming up in June. What should folks know about that?
Okay, that is scheduled for Thursday, June 18th. During the golden hour, which happens to be 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock in the evening. It's going to be held at the Cahias Arboretum at 2152 Illinois Route 16, Pana. And Mary Catlin Davis of Pana will be helping people take the photographs in that evening, great evening light. That's why they call it the golden hour, because that's the best time for photographs. And then little bit on actually positioning it, don't take a picture with the flower in front of you and the sun behind the flower, because you're not going, those types of simple things, I'm sure, as well as others. But it will give you a good idea on how, most of us have cell phones that take great photographs on their own, but it still takes a good eye to frame it and see what is the best way to, color contrast. That's what frustrates me the most is I'll see a plant in my yard and it's like this great, just exact color, and you cannot sometimes get it depending on the hour of the day or what the light is doing. So anyway, we're hoping people will register for that. I would encourage people to watch registration on the Master Gardeners Facebook page, or on just go to go.illinois.edu/CJMM and look for the registration form. It will be appearing shortly.
Yeah.
And there will be probably a limit. So,
okay. I would imagine that photographing plants is tricky, right? Because you got to get the lighting right, because you want to see exactly what it looks like in the photograph. And if you're taking it, just for like artistic purposes, or if you're maybe going to show it to the help desk or the master gardeners, nothing beats seeing exactly what's going on.
Right,
so,
right. And as I said, we're lucky. Mary Catlin has been gracious enough to help us with this. Will be her third program, but people just really enjoy this chance to take the photographs and have a professional photographer give them a little bit of an idea as to how to make those photographs,
Exactly.
as you say, publication worthy or
Yeah.
whatever.
Sandy Klein, I gotta wrap it up there. Sandy Klein, Gwen Podesky, thank you both for coming in this morning.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, they are the Master Gardeners with the University of Illinois Extension here on the WTIM Morning Show.